The Blood of the Dawnbreaker. This is a lot of hype because it has the Witcher 3 devs behind it. And I think it could be promising. I'm not 100% sold just yet. I need to see a lot more, but there's some gameplay in this, so hopefully I'm blown away. I want my boxers blown off my feet, okay? I want to be absolutely stunned by this. Please, give me something. Okay, so it's beta, so, you know. Hopefully it's not as bad as the Wolverine game beta I've seen. It's been pretty laughable. But, you know, it's still in...
Hello, my name is Daniel Sadowski, and I'm the design director at Rebel Wolves. I would like to welcome you to the Blood of Dawnwalker summer gameplay video. Our game is a story-driven, open-world dark fantasy RPG set in medieval Europe. The game is currently in pre-beta stage, and what we are going to show you is just a part of one of the mid-game quests. It's a really cool story involving legendary swords and a haunted almshouse, but today we'll focus on showcasing our gameplay systems. We're starting on the outskirts of Svartra, the game's largest city and the capital of Vale. From here, we could head anywhere the eye can see, explore ancient ruins, or sabotage vampire blood transports. But it's not just about where or when you go. It's also about how you approach the main quest and shape the story, making each playthrough uniquely your own. For now, we're following the road. Cohen is on his way to the city's cathedral, chasing leads about a powerful weapon said to be hidden in its crypts.
Okay.
But first, we'll have to deal with some bandits who can't out by the main road.
Traveling through
Vale Sangora is never boring. The world is dense with quests, random encounters, and locations steep in lore. This will be a great opportunity to show you our combat system.
Okay.
Our goal was to make the player feel like a real swordmaster
Good parrying.
who closely observes his enemies. We'll begin this fight by using acrid dust.
What was that? I need to go back real quick. Stun an enemy for a short period of time by throwing powder into their eyes. Okay, so some dirty fighting. That's sick, dude. Okay, and we got a small skill tree. You could probably shortcut into some of these for some faster paced gameplay if you want to keep it going. But yeah, looks okay. So we got some skills that we could build into already. Kind of cool. All right.
Enemies.
The parrying looked good.
We'll begin this fight by using acrid dust to stun one of the enemies. Now, when you attack, you choose one of 4 directions. Up, down, left, or right, in order to hit the opponent where he's unable to parry.
Okay.
And similarly, when defending,
I'm digging it.
Okay,
and you can see the arrow when he was about to attack, like you saw that.
Of the attack.
Right there.
On the left
right
side
there.
of the screen, just
so those are all high
health,
attacks.
You have activation charges. That will be left side of the screen, just above Cohen's health, you have activation charges that will be filled in with each successful attack, block, and parry. Once they are full, you can use one of the active abilities which allow you to take a more tactical approach to fighting.
Dude, this is sick.
We started the fight by throwing some acrid dust. And now let's cast Burning Blood. It's a hack.
Okay, here we go.
It blood and burns their skin, dealing physical damage over time.
That's so sick! Bro!
Right, time to finish this fight. Let's use the final activation charge to cast the artery attack, which actually
fucking beheading!
That
was fucking sick, dude.
Our hero quickly dispatched the bandits, so let's loot a few items they've left behind and open the inventory.
Now, can you activate that?
First of all, let's replenish our health.
Not like a one-shot, obviously.
And then take a closer look
Probably when
at
they're low
this
on health,
cool-looking weapon we just picked up. Ah, it has better stats than our current weapon, so let's equip it right now.
Looks all right.
We've
Looks
also
like
leveled up.
Okay, so this is what I want to see. Okay, so we got 4 different skill trees. Is this how it is? Shared perks, or human perks, shared perks, Valkyrie perks, active abilities. Okay, we got a crafting system. Okay, so they're trying to go as hard as they can to keeping it close to The Witcher. because they obviously saw that really worked, and people, and that's what people were expecting them, especially because they keep advertising it. These are the Witcher 3 devs. So you know, hexes have 24% chance of additional build-up. I would like to see some unique abilities, something that kind of sets it apart. But if this is, this is good progression, and there's so many different ways you can go here. This actually looks pretty fucking sick. So hey.
Use this opportunity to spend the newly acquired skill point in one of Cohen's skill trees. The skills in the Blood of Dawnwalker are divided into 3 trees. One for human, one for vampire, and one shared between the two.
Okay.
We also have an active abilities panel. We can use it to unlock additional abilities to use during combat. Note that during the day, the health bar is not regenerating.
So these are only perks, they don't give abilities
like the one
as well?
we've just eaten. The hexes
Just
we've
passives?
just used also consume some of Cohen's health. Be aware of that. The way our magic system works, there's always a price to pay for manipulating reality. But we can make it sting a bit less. Let's level up the Frugal Witchcraft skill, so next time we'll cast a hex, it'll consume fewer of Cohen's health points. Now that we've wrapped up the encounter with the bandits, we can be on our way.
What about some different effects, things like that?
Right now, Cohen hasn't done enough to ruffle the Vampire Lord's feathers, so the gods will just wave us through. But
yeah,
the more damage
it looks
you
good
cause,
so far.
the more suspicious and aggressive they'll become. So when you play the game yourself, you'll have to decide whether you want to challenge the vampires openly, or lay low until you're ready to strike and surprise them.
I would like to see some more unique combatants.
And it's grander than before.
Things that kind of push your combat. That's what I kind of want to see. Some monsters. Give me some beasts.
This is the rich district of the city, Silberkreis. There's also Altermarkt, Neustadt, and the Middens. Each of the boroughs has its own feel and character.
Not a lot of hustle and bustle in this city. It looks alright. Again,
Looming high
this isn't
over the
like
city
CD
is
Projekt
Braces's
Red's
castle,
he took
it over
this is
when he
incredibly
slaughtered the
impressive
human ruler
from
of
a
the valley,
studio.
Skender, as shown in the trailer we shared with you earlier in January this year. In order to complete the main quest and save your family, you'll have to storm the castle, alone or with help of friendly NPCs. We could do it right now
Looks
if we
beautiful.
wanted,
Looks amazing.
but it would be super challenging.
Yeah, these people probably didn't put CD Projekt Red money into it, so it isn't like absolutely crazy. But it looks really nice. Looks cool.
You made a mess, and it's not that kind of inn.
Let's check the map. The cathedral is really close. There's plenty of other places to see
There we go.
and
Okay.
things to do.
Question
here.
marks, a lot of
couple of inns, a medic, a
interest
blacksmith,
points, a lot
an
of things to
armorer,
do.
and other merchants.
But I want to get into the crafting system. I want to see more of the progression.
You can
I want to see
that
some
not only the
monsters. I want to see
vampires
all this
came
shit.
out of the shadows. This creature on the right is called an Uriash. Look around, especially at night, and you'll learn humans have lots to fear, not just the vampires. And here we can see guards pounding on some poor guy's doors.
What is it about?
Singing songs that mocked him and the faith.
Very immersive. I'm already getting into this world.
It's just one of many different community scenes we're implementing in the game. Watch them closely when you play, as they might point you to new quests and hidden treasures, or signal changes in the game's world.
Once again, I humbly beg of thee.
I humbly...
Yeah, a bit more hustle and bustle. Okay, this is kind of cool. I'm digging this.
I don't want to say it, Mum.
It's a
I would like one of these areas that's just like people moving everywhere.
I humbly beg of
But this is kind of cool.
protect
Okay, we are at the cathedral gates. Again, since Cohen isn't yet wanted by the vampire regime, and it's daytime, we can simply walk inside.
Oh, you know, this is a good opportunity to some really good art that they could do from back then. So hopefully they kind of really go into that.
Of a newborn
around the walls.
is
That
a
would be so sick to see.
moment.
doubly so. A new life joins our flock.
I really like this
happiness
artwork.
to its parents and to the congregation. Natus ex sanguine est. Alitur sanguine.
Yeah, I will say what's getting me so far is the immersion, even above the combat. The combat looked fine, it looked good, looked fun, looks like you can explore it. I would like a bit more, personally, so far. But do you feel this atmosphere, like getting really immersed into like this very rich lore? Seems like there is a lot more to it, so we'll see.
Don't I know you from somewhere, young man? Laslia, maybe?
I'm sorry, but you must be mistaken.
Am I? Perhaps. Perhaps. My memory isn't what it used to be. Come with me. I'll take your confession.
Oh, I like the white in his eyes.
Thank you, but I have no need for confession.
Kind of like creepy looking. Like, look at that. It is a little bit creepy. Am I crazy?
You deem your conscience clear?
I wouldn't go that far. But I'm sure you're a busy man, Father. So while I appreciate the offer, I feel that my soul shouldn't be your priority.
I won't press the matter. You are quite correct. I have many other duties to attend to.
I want to...
But please
what can you do with the armor? What can you do with the weapons?
Saved,
things like that.
We all need to repent.
Are there different weapon types?
Myself included. I hope we can speak again soon.
Is there enough customization with your type of weapons that you don't really need it? Or with the RPG mechanics in general? Things like that I would like to be answered more.
What we saw right here was just one of many cutscenes we recorded for the game, which smoothly transitioned into a dialogue scene.
Larger than life areas.
We use cutscenes to highlight key scenes or showcase interesting bits of lore. Like this
very good
blood baptism.
Shit.
Creepy, isn't it? The core feature of the Blood of Dawn baptism. Scenes or showcase interesting bits of lore. Like this blood baptism. Creepy, isn't it?
The whole thing, yeah, you could tell by the whites in his eye, the baptism, all of that was like very like, oh, this is like very rich in lore, very bit creepy. You kind of got into, you know, what's going on and, you know.
Of the Blood of Dawnwalker is the dual gameplay loop. Remember,
the uneasy
Cohen
feeling
may be a
he
human
had
during the day, but he turns into a vampire at night and has a different set.
Who turns into a vampire?
But play loop. Remember, Cohen may be a human during the day, but he turns into a vampire at night and has a different set of skills.
Okay, there we go.
And this is just one variable that affects our quests. Depending on when you tackle a particular quest, what choices you've made earlier, whom you befriended, or whom you've angered, your gameplay and story experience will be very, very different. So each quest is a complex structure with multiple possible paths leading to the end goal.
Yeah.
We maximize players' freedom and agency, offering you a narrative sandbox to play in. I wonder what secrets may be concealed.
Yeah, please show off the vampire section, because I really want to see what they got working on there and like the different type of abilities. Because so far the abilities were fine. They were cool, you know, but I don't know if it's enough to make you really into the combat. That's why I was like, okay, show me some of the crafting, show me other things, maybe something else to kind of bite in there, because it looked fine, it looked interesting, but it was just, for me, it's a little bit basic right now.
Just beyond Cohen's reach. And how do we get there? It's impossible to do during the day, but come night, it's an entirely different story. Let us explain what we mean by taking our current quest as an example. During the day, we got inside the cathedral without any problems, since it's open for all to see and Cohen doesn't yet stand out from the crowd. The scaffolds, though, are outside of his reach. But climbing them won't be a problem for the vampire, who has many more exploration abilities at his disposal.
Alright.
Bear in mind, Cohen has not completed the quest yet. What's more, there are still a few clues to be found in order to solve this story. It's worth mentioning that narrative sandbox also means that we may completely abandon this quest and follow a different path to defeat Brensis. For today, we're focusing on the gameplay part, so let's see how we could tackle this particular quest during the night.
I'm happy that they're putting this all out there.
Right after dusk, as a vampire, on the rooftops of Svatro. Right now, we have 22 days left to complete this goal. This counter is always displayed and you will be warned each time it's pushed forward. So you have to be aware of...
You know, it kind of makes me hope that you can turn into like some kind of fucking monstrous form where you're like crawling and jumping rooftop to rooftop and like bats and is going fucking nuts. But I don't think they're going to go for that. But I mean, that would kind of be cool. Yeah, I'm really curious what they're going to be doing.
And it's more of a resource
how far they're going to push it
than a racing clock.
It seems a bit more...
As a vampire, you'll see and experience the world from a different perspective. You can travel quickly and easily access places beyond the reach of regular humans. Let us show you what we mean. This is Shadow Step, a unique vampiric ability, allowing Cohen to jump to almost any place within his reach. Now, let's take a good look around using the focus mode. This ability highlights objects of interest and loot.
Detective mode.
And there is something right here. This time, it's just some items to grab, but on other occasions, who knows, you might come across a hidden quest. Looks like our health is quite low. This is because, as a vampire, your health bar also represents your hunger level, and you start each night thirsting for blood.
He's at half health,
Remember, you have to quench this appetite in order to make full use of your vampire abilities, and rein in your monstrous nature around NPCs. Otherwise, you may end up draining someone important, which may lead to unpredictable consequences. We'd better
you can use the travel system pretty fast.
Maybe on someone who is standing all alone. Like this drunkard.
Time for a midnight sucky, dude.
And use Voracious Bite ability. Unless you lose control due to hunger, you get to decide how much blood to drink. You can drain just a bit and knock your victim unconscious, or go all the way and kill them. And if you're adamant you don't want to hurt innocent humans, you can drink from animals and some other creatures. Finally, we are at the cathedral, but it seems to be closed for the night, and the entrance gate is well guarded. Let's find another way in.
How far that teleport gonna go? There's an open window right there on the right.
Shadow Step is not the only vampiric ability you're gonna learn during your playthrough. Cohen can also use Plane Shift to scale walls and even ceilings smoothly. This will allow us to explore every nook and cranny of the cathedral.
I like how they're not alerting anybody, they just saw somebody walking on walls and fucking teleported.
Blood to blood.
Better be quiet.
You shall become Kenya's prince.
Is that Voyeurs Xanthe? What the hell is she doing here? What is she doing? Is that a ritual for the blood gods?
You shall want for nothing.
They're covering up the old paintings. Why? One of the workers must have left it. Seems that the cathedral complex is quite big. The main building, cloisters, inner courtyard. The entrance to the crypt could be anywhere.
Let's get some combat.
Won't get anything done just
go down there.
Still.
This was a scene investigation, a mechanic we used to zoom in on and showcase key clues. This time we had a chance to learn more about the vampire's plans. Looks like they're keen to cover up the old frescoes, so that's something we could take a look at. This way, we could learn more about the cathedral's past.
Blood to blood.
Looks like we aren't alone here. Underneath us, there's a group of blood guards. Soldiers hooked up on vampire blood, which makes them stronger. And one of Brances's vampire allies. It's Xanthi, the oldest vampire in Vale Sangora, and quite a powerful lady. Let's descend and check what's going on.
Oh, that's sick. Okay. So far, it's kind of a slow gameplay breakdown. For the most part, it's just more like immersion. The combat at the beginning was alright, was decent.
Don't think I don't see you skulking in the shadows. Come out! You're interfering with my task. Who are you?
It doesn't matter.
Very well. I don't have time for interruptions. Let us dispose of him.
Okay, this is what I'm hoping for. This is... Okay, I'm into this already.
Cohen is using his claws to attack when in vampire form. Blood guards are dual-wielding opponents.
Oh, this
Their
is sick.
Are pretty strong. Of course, even when fighting with claws, combat is still directional. Don't worry, Cohen can still use his sword as a vampire.
Okay, there we go. Some good movement.
Only after defeating all three of the blood guards, Xanthi
Some good parrying.
worthy of a challenge, and she descends to face
That looked
him.
a bit more fun. There we go.
She uses
Yeah,
her
the other
blood
one was good too.
control
The other one
powers
was
to
good
cast
too.
a
But I was just like, I need a
multitude
bit more. I
of
need some good
attacks, like her
enemies. I
blood
need something
whips
cool
that
looking.
hit Cohen from left and right.
Parrying was fine, but this is sick, dude. There we go.
Xanthi is protected by a powerful vampire ability. Once her stamina runs
Eh.
out, Cohen will have an opportunity to strike and deal some damage. But be careful, because
Chunking her
Xanthi
pretty
is quick to
heavily.
counterattack, and she will also try to restore her blood. Meanwhile, look at the indicator just below her health and stamina. It's a timer for the boiling blood skill that you've seen in the CGI trailer. So, if we don't hurry, the timer goes down to 0, and Cohen will eventually explode. And
What
we're
the
dead.
fuck? That's sick.
Remember, we were only mid-game here, and Xanthi is one of the game's most punishing enemies. Defeating her right here and right now is very much possible, but it would be hellishly difficult. A fun challenge for hardcore players.
Yeah, I like that.
Otherwise, we could load the game and explore the cathedral without drawing her attention. Or try to get to her while she's not surrounded by bodyguards. Xanthi, like all other vampire allies, has her own questline. Explore it, and you can learn more about her past, motivations, and maybe even try to reason with her. What you do is entirely up to you. Remember, our design principle is the narrative sandbox. There is no difference between main quests
Let's look
and
at the
side
gameplay
quests.
a little bit more.
And Xanthi is quick to counterattack.
It does need a
and she
little
will
bit of
also
work,
control
I
powers
feel like.
to cast a multitude of attacks, like her blood whips that hit Cohen from left and right.
No, there's
Xanthi
decent detection.
is protected by a powerful vampire ability. Once her stamina runs out, Cohen will have an opportunity to strike and deal some damage. But be careful, because Xanthi is quick to counterattack, and she will also try
No, it looks promising. All of it looks fun.
and can
I'm
still use
excited
his
for
sword
it, dude.
as a vampire.
Dude, stuff like that really gets me. But you need, like, more sound when that dude hit the ground. For, like, flipping. You know, something just, like, show impact like you're going through, mowing through these enemies, I would like. You know, looks fun, though. The daytime combat looked a bit simple as far as, like, the dirty hand and, you know, like, the cutting yourself. Like, that was kind of cool. But I would like to see that expand and see different things that you can do with that. Some, you know, some cool flurry attacks. Are there different weapons? If not, that's fine, but at least give a lot of different ways that you can approach combat. But so far, so good. You know, I'm not super sold yet. There still can be a bit more that I'm hoping for. But this is good so far. I will probably be trying this out at least, bare minimum. Yeah, I do have some high hopes for this. Now, I do think this will be a good game. However, I do want to see more before I make a conclusive statement. I want to see more of the crafting. I want to see more of the gearing. I want to see more of the combat in general and like how different skills can work. It does have a lot of great immersion. I'm already kind of into the world, you know? Just looking around, the artwork was kind of cool. The uneasy feeling in that cathedral was sick, but I just want a bit more. But I do think it's going to be good regardless. I have a good feeling about this one. Is it going to be what everyone thinks it's going to be? Is it going to be a Witcher? Probably not. And just because like Witcher had so much shit going for it that it'd be very hard to compete with, to be honest. But I think it'll be a solid game. I'm hoping it's at least a 7 to 8. I'm hoping, you know, fingers crossed. But I still need to see more before I can make anything conclusively. I do think it'll be decent, though, for sure. Hopefully. But anyways, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, tell your family and friends. Take it easy, guys. Bye.